Hi everybody, one last video here, and the last idea is comparing degree measure to radian measure and converting from one to the other. So a degree measure, 1 degree is going to be 1/360th of a complete revolution. So 360 degrees, as you can tell, is 2 pi radians. So from the initial side, if we wrap all the way around and have our terminal side here as well, that would be a 360-degree angle, but that's also 2 pi radians. And that means that 180 degrees, which is halfway around the circle, is going to be pi radians. And if we further slice this, then exactly 1 degree would be pi over 180 radians. So to convert to radians, you're going to multiply the number of degrees by pi over 180. All right, and then the other way around, to convert from radians to degrees, you're going to multiply your number of radians by 180 degrees over pi. So let's take a look at this example. And these are things that you should be able to do without a calculator so you can give your answer in terms of pi. So let's say we want to convert 60 degrees to radians. So we want to multiply 60 degrees by pi radians over 180 degrees. The degree symbols divide out, and we're left with 60 over 180 times pi, which is 1/3 pi, and we usually would write that as just pi over 3. All right, that's how you convert from degrees to radians. And let's do one more of those. So if we're going to do 320 degrees and we want to convert that to radians, we're going to multiply by pi radians over 180 degrees. Again, the degree symbols are dividing out, so we're left with radians as our units. And I know that I could divide 10 into each of these. So that's going to be 18 here. That's going to be 32 here. But I think 2 goes into both of those, so that's going to be a 9. That's going to be a 16. So it looks like my answer would be 16 pi over 9 radians. All right, and then we can also convert from radians to degrees. So let's take a look at an example of that. If we want to multiply 5 pi over 3, if we want to convert 5 pi over 3 radians to degrees, remember the idea is that we would multiply by 180 degrees over pi radians. So the pi's divide out, radian units would divide out, and we could say, oh, 3 goes into 3 once and into 180 60 times. So I'd end up with 5 times 60 is 300 degrees. So 5 pi over 3 radians is equal to 300 degrees. And one last one, let's say we want to convert 3 pi radians to degree measure. We would multiply by 180 degrees over pi radians. The pi units, not pi units, but pi divides out, radians divides out, and we'd be left with 3 times 180, which I believe is 540 degrees. All right, that's it for this last video. You now have a quiz to take for this blended learning assignment. And have a great day. Thanks for watching.